Hello everyone, today we have new video review with this nice kit from Aoshima. As you can see, it copies Subaru BRZ in 1/24 scale, but the main feature here is that this model is pre-painted. As you can see, it's written here, and of course it also includes parts for the left-hand drive version and also for the right-hand drive version. And also here it's written that interior and exterior are pre-painted, so not only the body but also internal parts including engine. On the sides there is some safety information and recommendations for the assembly of the model, and on the other side there is some information about the real car, photos and technical specifications. This is a top opening box. Just give me a second to open it. And that's what we have inside. As you can see, we have pre-painted parts, a lot of them, decal sheet on the top, and so let's start from decals. As you can see, decals are packed into the separate plastic bag, and as far as I can see, printing quality is quite nice, so I would show them to you. So here they are. As you can see, we have several, actually only one version of the number plate. Nevertheless, we have several versions for the dials, for the central console and some external elements. Printing quality is excellent and I don't see any problem here. Then we have another plastic bag. Now it features transparent parts. And this part I love the most in this kit, I would say, because of the one very nice reason. Just give me a second to open it. What I don't like is the sealed bags, because it takes a lot of time to open them. So here we are, and here is the part. So basically all these black outlines, which you usually have to paint by yourself, they're already painted on the parts, and you have just to glue them carefully onto the plastic parts. Of course, here also we have transparent parts. Note that transparent parts would have to be painted because obviously tail lights are not transparent as we see here. And as you saw, molding quality is excellent. Next we have another transparent sprue, I mean not transparent but plastic sprue. Again, it's pre-painted, so just give me a second to open it. Here we are. Now it carries body parts. As you can see, we have here a nice blue bonnet. Also we have trunk cover, some internal elements here and here. Again, I think that's I'm not sure what this part is for, but nevertheless here also we have a rear bumper. Quite nice painting. Of course professionals would prefer to do it by themselves, but nevertheless it looks more or less okay for the beginners or for those who would like to assemble a car without wasting their time on achieving a perfect paint finish. And as I said, nobody forbids you from repainting all parts once again if you don't like the finish which you get in the box. Then we have here two absolutely identical parts. Nevertheless, they are meant for the right-hand drive version and a left-hand drive version. And also we have several types of the wipers. Here is one and here is another one. As you can see, dashboard is also pre-painted and it looks quite nice. Note that matte finish on the dashboard. One more part. This part copies whole bottom plate of the car, so I need to open the back again. Yes, here it is. Note that one part almost broke off, this one, so be careful and check it before purchase. As you can see, one side is black, basically black plastic, but from the other side we have all elements pre-painted, so we have this metallic finish, blue paint and black paint where it should be. So you won't have to waste your time trying to get a nice finish on this part. Next we have small plastic bag with chrome parts. Again, give me a sec to open it. Okay, here it is. Those parts should be used, I guess, for the tail lights. They're really nice, and I think they would look good on the assembled model. Here is the other side. Car's body is packed into the separate plastic bag. Just give me a second to open it. Frankly speaking, I've assembled only one model of the car. That was a Jaguar XJ220 from Tamiya, and I have to say that it wasn't like the best experience I had because of the nature of the model. It was actually a used model, so I had some problems with the fitment. But now I'm curious to try this kit. So here is the car body. As you can see, it's also pre-painted. We have all those nice black elements here. Even trunk seals are pre-painted. Note here, engine. In the engine area we have this bar. Nevertheless, I guess you would have to delete it. And of course, doors are molded shut. Nevertheless, again, note that door handles are molded separately, as well as rear view glasses. And here is the other side, so really nice. Next we have separately molded bumper, front one. Of course, it's also painted in the blue color. And here it is. So you can see that it's one piece part, very nice one. And I hope that it would look even better on the assembled model. Next we have small black parts for the interior. Again, we have two versions for the left-hand drive and right-hand drive. Just give me a second to remove it. Moreover, we have here versions for the automatic transmission and manual transmission. As you can see, we have 3 pedals or 2 pedals, and also we have here pedals for the steering wheel. Quite nice addition, so you can choose which version your car would have. Black sprue packed into a separate plastic bag, and here we can see special mask for the headlights and also front grille. Both are pre-painted in the matte black, so they should look also good, I hope. Next we have more of chrome parts. Those are designed for use for the with headlamps and even rear view mirrors and even exhaust. Here you can see them. I would rather repaint exhaust, to be honest, because it looks too shiny. I mean, on the real car it's not that shiny unless you buy a chromed exhaust, so it's better to repaint it with aluminium. And surprisingly, here I have the sprue with rims, and they have nice matte aluminium finish. I wonder why it wasn't possible to finish exhaust in the same fashion. Here you can see the rims. They're really nice. Typical connection for Aoshima. So you saw the wheels. Next we have plastic bag with vinyl tires and polycaps. So here is the vinyl tire. I would zoom a camera for you. Now you can see it. So it features writings on the walls. Tire protector is quite nice, Nevertheless, we have small seam in the middle, so I would rather sand it a bit. Or maybe cover it with dust. Again, it depends how you want to depict your car, because some people would prefer a showroom, straight out of the showroom car, and then of course you don't have to put dust on your tires. One of the black screws here, actually the biggest screw in the set. I just need to cut the back. So here it is. We have here one piece seats. As you can see, it's driver and front passenger. Also rear seats, steering wheel, the turn handle, for example, here. Door cards are molded like this. As you can see, they're also pre-painted. I think that's the bottom plate for the interior. That's the rear shelf. Here it is, and some interior elements. For example, rear view mirror. More chrome parts. I guess there are two similar. I mean, they seem to be similar. Screws actually differ. I mean, their choice depend on the version of the car that you would choose, right hand or left hand. Here it is. So it's approximately similar to the previous one which we saw before. And the last big plastic sprue. This one contains various external parts as well. Just give me a second to open it. Here it is. So we have bottom plate for the rear. We also have the exhaust tube. Also we have here some parts for the rear bumper. Here we have brakes and even the transmission. Unfortunately, there is no sign of the engine, so I guess you wouldn't be able to open the bonnet. I mean, you can open it, but there would be nothing to display. So it's quite a sad part here. Last plastic bag actually packs quite surprising small sprue. So here it is. Small red sprue with red parts, which should be useful for the tail lights. And also we have here some piece of paper. I guess it's just to secure the part. But it's surprising that such huge bag is provided for this small sprue. And of course on the bottom we have assembly manual. Assembly manual is printed in form of the black and white brochure. As you can see, there is some important information on the front page. More of it. Then some drawings of the differences between Japan and EU versions. Also we have here some instructions on how to install the wheels. Here it is. Then we have assembly process explained, and as you can see it's explained pretty in understandable pictures, I would say, so there shouldn't be any problem. And on the last page there is small parts map, so you can see how many sprues are included into this nice kit. So that's all for the video review, but don't forget to check full review article on our website as usual. And of course I would be happy to see you as a subscriber of our YouTube channel and fan of our Facebook group, because it will help us greatly, and also you would be able to receive all fresh articles on time. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video review.